Everyone. Welcome to Ukon meeting number one for this fall. How's that? Okay. It's been a while. I know we quit doing this corporately, and I've been getting a lot of requests, especially after the Las Vegas convention. A lot of people say, Arthur, we really enjoyed these trainings. They were very helpful. And so I decided I'm going to go ahead and kickstart this up, and I probably will do this once a month. Okay. And we will be open up to uh, questions and answers, probably a lot more questions than answers. I hope to give you a lot of answers. And Dahlia, that's kind of cool what you're doing on your, hmm, interesting. You'll have to teach me that trick. All right. Now, apparently, I see hands up already. So before I move on, let me see if I can tackle these.
Arthur,
Yeah, Brian. Yes,
how are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing, Brian?
I'm
Or
great.
Briano? Which
Right,
is
I
it?
know. I think it's because I'm not sure why that's there, but it's me, but I don't have like an administrator account right now. I just logged into your call, if that makes sense. Um, but regardless, I haven't, Gladys had her hand up first, but John, I think I met him at the Angels booth. So he was a volunteer at the Angels booth in Anaheim. So that's,
Okay.
just for what it's worth. But aside from that, I'm looking forward to your presentation.
Well, I appreciate that, Brian. Thank you. And it has been a while, so me too. Okay. So Gladys, if you have a question, go ahead. You have to unmute yourself. Gladys. Okay. Going, and maybe you accidentally raised your hand. We'll get back to you, Gladys. Let's go to John Johnson. John, unmute yourself and ask away.
Hello, Arthur, my brother from another mother.
Yes.
Quick question on, I've always been curious, Ukon, is it best to have in the morning when you wake up, or in the night right when you go to bed, or with a meal, or not with a meal, or before a meal? Or is there any advice on best practice for taking Ukon?
Okay. Well, we suggest five a day, which could mean we suggest uh, during breakfast or after breakfast, couple during or after lunch, and one after dinner or during dinner. Or for those of you like me and you like to take six, sometimes I'll take all six right in the middle of the day. Okay. And just hopefully it spreads out throughout the day. Um, I know a couple of people, and Mr. Oshido himself takes 10 a day, and he can afford to. He makes it. But no, listen, I'd say, you could take it with a meal, during a meal. Uh, I like to take it all at one time, but spreading it out is good as well. Okay. So I know you probably just asked five questions and 10 people got their questions answered. So thank you for the question.
Got it. Yeah, I just didn't know if it loses its effectiveness if you take it with food, or it doesn't matter, or that was kind of my question.
Right. And you know what? I'd say it doesn't matter, but I'm snacking all day long. So I don't know. Maybe it helps to take it after your snack.
Got it.
Okay.
All right.
No,
Thank you,
no,
Albert.
but really, it's fine. And some people are worried about overdosing on Ukon, unless you're going to take all 100 capsules at one time. I've never heard of anyone ODing. Okay. Not yet. Please don't become a first. Okay. But just let you know, I've not had anyone. Okay. So moving on. Hold the other questions till a little bit later. I'm going to go ahead and make this presentation. Let me do some screen sharing. 1 second. Okay. Hopefully you can see my screen with Ukon on it. Everyone see it? You could
Yes, we
verbal
can.
yes. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. So moving on. Okay, so let's talk about our Ukon. Now, folks, I might not necessarily read everything that's on the screen. You can read it yourself, but I am going to give you a lot of information that pertains to our product. Okay, first of all, we call it Ukon. The rest of the world call it turmeric or turmeric. Many different pronunciations for the product. Okay, now Okinawa, which used to be called the Ryukyu Kingdom, was apparently in the center of the trading zone of the old world. Okay, because Okinawa actually sits pretty close to Taiwan, the Philippines, Vietnam. It's an island, the very southern part of Japan, and a lot of people used to go in there. And turmeric was one of the number one spices that was traded. And we know that, of course, in India, it's been used as medicine for over 1,000 years. And folks, look at the very bottom on the left. Okay, and if you could highlight it, don't highlight your computer. I don't know if you can clean the marker off. However, if you can take a picture of this, make a copy, highlight that the Ayurveda, right, used turmeric for what? Purported analgesic, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, and antioxidant properties. Now that's exciting. It's exciting because this is known facts. It's been around for over 1,000 years, okay? And you can say this. Okay, now what you cannot say, right, just because it says antibacterial doesn't mean you can go to someone who's got a cut and say, here, take my pill, take my capsule, cut it open and rub the Ukon onto your cut because of its antibacterial. No, I'm sorry, you can't do that. You might be tempted to, you might want to, you could do it yourself, but don't tell anyone else. You're not a doctor, okay? It also says anti-inflammatory. Okay, now we all know that medically speaking, any word that has the word itis in means flame, it's on fire. So we know that arthritis, right? It's not me that wrote arthritis. No, arthritis. Okay, and thanks for smiling at that bad joke. Okay, well, arthritis means flame, and what? It's an anti-inflammatory. So if it's an anti-inflammatory, what's it mean? It's good to take the fire out. Again, it's not telling you that you've got the license to tell people with arthritis, take 5 tablets a day. Okay. I'm sorry. If you're just jumping on, I'm going to have to mute you. Thank you. Sorry. So anyway, you're basically tell people, try this. Okay. Don't tell them how much to take. Don't tell them, oh, my grandmother took 7 a day and her arthritis pain is no more. You don't tell them that. Okay. Just tell people, listen, try this product. See if it works for you. I guarantee you, I can't even say guarantee you. Okay. Sorry. But I will let you know that once they try it, they'll like it. All right. It's a good product. And why is our product so good? Okay, well, besides the fact that it's made in Okinawa, besides the fact that it's grown in one of the nature's treasure, the Yambaru region, besides the fact that it's 100% chemical free, the fact is, okay, that what? It has the best ingredients. I can tell you, our product has the best ingredients in the world. All right, you could go to any other pharmaceutical, health shop, nutrition shop, and compare our product with theirs, hands down, ours is going to be the best. But let's continue on, and let's talk about why turmeric. What's so good about turmeric? All right. I mean, first of all, that product itself is only 3 to 8% bioavailable. What I mean bioavailable means the way that it reacts with your cell of the body. Okay. So that's what bioavailable means. However, 100 years ago, the English found out that if you add pepper, black pepper, to the turmeric, that it would increase the effectiveness of curcumin, which is what's in the fall turmeric. Curcumin is the main ingredient that works with the body, and it increases the way it works with the body up to 50%. Now, 50% is not bad, all right? However, the Japanese found out about 30 years ago plus that when you add the spring oil, the spring turmeric oil, okay, which costs, did you see the bottom line? $100,000 per liter. That's what it costs to create and get this oil. So you wonder why our turmeric is so expensive. That's because we put the best ingredient, and it increases the bioavailability to up to 90%, as well as adding on other oils, the perilla oil, flaxseed oil. Now, a lot of people question what our capsule's made of. And they go, Arthur, we see the word carrageenan. Guys, do you know that carrageenan is man-made and nature-made? We use the nature-made carrageenan made from what? Seaweed. And most of you have probably had it and didn't realize, but soft ice cream is basically soft because of the seaweed extract carrageenan. Okay. Now, are you worried about it? No. Are you going to quit eating soft ice cream? I hope not. I think it's one of the best ice cream out there. So, moving on. Okay. Now, if you ever have a chance to get to Okinawa, you want to go check out our farm, especially during harvest time. Now, mind you, it's pretty hot during that time of the year. You step out from your shower and you step outside, it's like you took a shower again. However, it is definitely worth going. I mean, this is literally, that picture you see is actually the Ukon Valley, okay, and the factory, and the people get on their hands and knees. Now, what is the coolest thing is later in the day, okay, what happens is that there's put out a whole bunch of long tables out in the field. All these grandmothers from the villages get together, okay, and they separate the roots, okay, and as you can tell, their roots, they separate and they pick out what's going to be used for the turmeric that we consume and what's going to be used for next year's planting. All right, and it is just so cool. And it's what is so neat is that Mr. Oshiro hires all these retired ladies. They're in their 70s and 80s, okay, and they're sitting around with these big hats on, out in the sun, and just lots of Kangen water on the table, and they're just having a ball because they're also training the young ones at 60 something years old. The young ones are training to learn how to pick out the good ones from the bad ones, okay? But as you can tell, it's we own over 90% of the turmeric contracts in Okinawa. And after it's harvested, it is washed several times in our strong acidic and strong alkaline water. We want to make sure that you have a germ-free supplement, okay? And so it's washed several times. Then it's sliced, baked, and diced, and put into powder form, and eventually it gets sent to the manufacturing facility. All right? Pretty cool. Now, a lot of people, okay, now we know what the product is. The business side, Ukon DD, Ukon Sigma. All right, we have two main titles. We have three products under Ukon. It's the capsule, the soap, and the tea, right? But let's look at the difference, the pros and cons, okay? Ukon Sigma, I'm going to start to the right, $1,980, counts as one machine, lasts for 1 year. The commission is $100 a point, okay? You get 30 boxes of Ukon. Commissions issued within 10 days or just outside of 10 days. Now, you can change up. You do a combination order, which seems to be the number one choice, is the combination where you get 20 boxes of the capsules, 5 boxes of tea, 16 bars of soap. And the soap, folks, very popular. Ladies love it. Can't seem to get enough of it. The tea, folks, great to drink hot or cold. I mean, ice cold. Lukewarm, sorry, just bitter. Nasty in my book, okay? But hot and cold, very good. And of course, the capsules. I ordered it. Matter of fact, I'm like you guys. I don't get to buy that discounted price. I paid $760 when I ordered the DD, and I paid $1,980 when I ordered the Sigma. So I know what it's like, but I believe in my product. I really do. Mine, I don't own it. Sorry. Our product. Okay. Backing up. So DD you can order same type way. Now, the benefit of the DD, okay, it's reordered 4 times, about 3 times a year, every 4 months. It costs $760, but you get $40 a point. Multiply that by 3, you make 120 as opposed to 100. Not bad, okay? On top of that, it counts as 3 machines at the end of the year. Excuse me. Whereas what? Sigma only counts as 1 machine. So even though you're paying $300 more for the DD after a year, you're actually closer to your 300,000 gold for your 6A, and your 3 machines closer. Whereas the Sigma, you only pay $1,980, so you're $300 shy of that 300,000 gold, as opposed to the DD, and you'll make 100 and not 120. So in the beginning, my highest recommendation, 1A through 4A, get on the DD. Get away from the Sigma. Okay, after you hit 5A or 6A, order the Sigma. Why? Because now you're getting really busy. You don't need to worry about whether or not your credit card's going to expire. Get it taken care of because you're busy. All right, in the beginning. And on top of that, folks, residual income. I mean, in the beginning, get everyone on that DD program, $40 every 4 months. Once it accumulates to over 160, you get cut a check. So if you got 4 people, bam, right? Now, it also depends on where you have it. If you're foreign, you finally get on your Ukon people buying underneath you, and you get 4 points, phenomenal. Okay, you're getting your check sooner. All right, moving on. Okay, now, everyone, when we first started the Ukon program, especially DD, originally you had to have a machine first, then order the Ukon, and then link it. That way, the machine would be covered with SP points. However, okay, now you could do the Ukon first, then the machine, which to me is a smarter plan. All right, you can link those, and then when you link them, you get, yeah, I mean, of course, a 2 business center, but you get paid more on the commission. I mean, think about it. If your first position is a machine, your second position is Ukon, and it's a DD, well, you're going to get paid $40, okay? But if your first position is Ukon, and then let's say you get SD 501, then you get paid 285. Well, that 285 is a lot closer to paying off your Ukon than your $40 from Ukon to paying off your machine, right? Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. All right. So if you didn't do it this way, don't worry about it. But if you're joining the business or you're starting the business or you want to get a new person involved, teach them. All right. And make sure they get the benefit. Okay, great. Now, everyone also knows, and we'll go into that later in the business section, but everyone knows that you're going to need to get 2 1As. So you might as well make the Ukon machine your first 1A. And when you start building under that, get paid 2 points. Then build your other leg. You only get 1 point, but that's okay. Because that's going to be your top leader that's going to run the business with you. And you're going to tell them and show them why. Okay. Now, how many business centers can you have? If you notice on my bottom left, you notice I crossed out in red. I haven't updated this file yet. However, you're allowed to have 3 business centers. Now, before it was like 3 water and 3 Ukon. However, now, total of 6, you can make them all water or you can make them all Ukon. All right. And if you have a business center, before we permitted you to have 5, now it's all equal. Everyone can only have a maximum of 6 business centers. Well, Arthur, I know some uplines that have 30 or 40. Well, back then they could. Okay, only because we were just starting, we were growing. Now, as we're becoming more compliant to all the rules and regulations out there, unfortunately, folks, 6. All right. Now, those of you who are grandfathered in, lucky, you're blessed. You are grandfathered in. Okay. Now, moving on. So again, it's total of 6. All right. And also, your Ukon does not need to be directly positioned under your machine, as long as it's within 8 points. Okay, so you can purchase your turmeric supplement, and as long as it's within your 8 points, and you tell the branches that you want to link it to your first, machine, we will do that, and so the machine will become SP protected. All right, we'll go into more details on that. All right. So again, here the question is, do I have to purchase a water unit to build this business? Absolutely not. Okay, even though we are a water company, you don't. You can run with the turmeric, and we do have a handful of distributors. That's all they do. They have business centers and businesses where they just focus on the turmeric, okay? And they're making very good residual income because it's one of the few things besides our filters that makes residual income and very good residual income. Okay. Because when you got your people, when they renew it pays $40 a point, some $100 a point, and they're constantly consuming. Okay. And they will, few people don't quit that often because it's a good product. Folks, makes good residual. Okay. Moving on. Okay, can you sell Ukon DD and Kangen water to a brand new customer? Of course you can. You can sell anything you want. Well, not anything. I mean, anything within the parameters of our business. Okay, but yes, you can. If you're an Ukon distributor, you can sell the machine. If you're a machine distributor, you can sell the Ukon. Okay, your first sales and direct sales will always pay you. All right. So, now, do I earn commissions? Okay, so here it is. Let's say you've got an Ukon DD business center, and underneath it, someone buys a machine. Will you get paid? Absolutely. Okay. Now, the same Ukon, and no one buys except 4 legs down. Okay, 4 legs below you, someone buys Ukon. Will the other 3 in between get paid? No, because it rolls goes up. The only way to get paid on Ukon is to be taking Ukon. You got to be an active Ukon distributor in order to get paid. And if you're not, you don't get paid. So it helps. And on top of that, it helps because you're SP qualified and you want to take the product because it's a good product. I mean, look at me. Okay. I'm a good example of how this product works. Listen, for a 90-year-old guy, I look and sound pretty good, don't I? Minus 30 years. But not bad, right? Okay. Too bad I don't see your faces and reactions to that, but we'll move on. Raised hands might work too. Moving on. All right. So with DD, again, 760, buy it, renew it 4 times a year. Right? Then you get $40 a point. Sigma, it's good for a year, right? Pays $100 a point. So that means, let's say you're a 4A now and you decide you're going to take some Ukon. Well, like I said, 4 times 40 is 160. We'll pay you your commission right away. Okay. The Sigma, 4 times 100, $400. You'll get paid. All right. Very good. Oh, again, we'll be open for more questions later. Okay. Oh, by the way, new footnote is that if you finance Sigma, you get paid half. Okay, it's like SP, right? SP. You'll get paid half, and then when it's finished being paid off, you get paid the other half. All right? So, commission overview. Jumping on. So, again, $40 a point for DD. You're 6A. You purchase $240. Okay. Your downline partners, unless they are active, they will not get paid. All right. Now, new customer, you're 6A, you ordered the Sigma, $600. Okay, let's say it's in your 3A leg, 100, it's $300. Okay, that's for Sigma. Now, the DD, okay, it will help you. Okay, let me back up something. Okay, with the DD, let's say you repeated twice, right? And you're gonna come to your 3rd time and you cancel. Life happens, you say, I can't afford it, you cancel it. Unfortunately, even though if you had it for the year, it would count as 3 machines, that when you cancel the 3rd order, those first 2 that counted disappears. So unless you keep it for a year, you won't be able to keep all 3 machine counts. All right. The 1st and 2nd disappear if you do not continue until the final 1-year payment. All right. So, and Sigma, same thing. You don't finish your payment, you do not get the machine count. All right. Moving on. The basic rules of Ukon. Okay, folks. This has changed since last year. Please take notes. All right, it's changed just a little bit, but a little bit enough to make a big difference. Okay. 1, special point bonus. As long as you link your machine to your Ukon, an active Ukon account, you'll be paid your SP bonus. All right. 2, if now we also understand that to get SP bonus, we just have a direct sale within 90 days. But if you're out of 90 days and you do not have, hold on, sorry. So if we're out 90 days, you're no longer going to get the SP bonus. You only get the flat commission pay. However, if you're on Ukon, you will get paid 100% SP plus the base commission. Now, let's say you go another 90 days out. Okay. So you're out total of 180 days. So 6 months, and you're not on Ukon, you've not had a direct sale, you're now only going to get paid 50% of your base commission. This is still not bad considering you're getting paid from your downlines activity and you're not doing anything. Okay. And you're getting half. However, when another 6 months, so a year goes by, you have not had a direct sale, you're now on F status, you will get paid nothing. Not a good thing. If you're on Ukon, active Ukon, you'll get paid 100%. Okay. Is it worth it? Oh my goodness, yes. Okay. So you definitely want to stay on your Ukon for your health, for wellness, and finances. Yeah. So I thought we talked about, yes, we did. All right. All right. So again, SP status. This is important. Stay active or you'll go into F status. And you do not want to go into F status, all right? Because F status means you get paid nothing, especially on your downlines activities. All right. So here's an example of renewing, not renewing your Ukon. And this is one where we're showing the DD. So here, let's say you start out machine and machine, right? You get an Ukon. So you renew. Okay, so that's good. Now you got a total of 4 machines here. Okay. And we go down, and on the third time, just like I told before, you didn't renew. Now, guess what? You're down not to 4 or 5. You're back to 2 because those last 2 Ukon counts go to 0. So you can imagine, all right, that's not a good way to go. Complete it out, finish it out, get your count, get that 5. Okay. Distributors, keep in mind, take pictures of this one. Okay. So you put in a purchase for Sigma, you need to pay that off. All right, whether it's a single pay or payment plan, it's your responsibility to pay it off in full. You cannot sign up for a new program until the outstanding balance is paid in full. You cannot sign up for a Kangen Ukon program until 6 months after the date of collection. All cancellation requests must be made at least 5 business days prior to payment or withdrawal day. Okay, so remember, if you feel like you got to cancel, do it minimum 5 days prior to the renewal. Okay. SP status. Again, SP status. You have a direct machine sale, 90 days. If not, you need to have active Ukon. And distributors that cancel their Ukon account will not be eligible to receive Ukon commissions from their downline sales. So again, you're going to be kissing money goodbye too. Not a good thing. Cost again, $760. Okay. Now, if you're an EAPA card member, and we can go into that later, or maybe I'll do a training on that later. Your cost is only $680 instead of $760. You get a discount. Not a bad deal. Okay. And the Ukon every 4 months ships out. Your credit card payment, make sure you're aware of the expiration date. Sigma, $1,980. Okay, renews every 12 months. Financing is available. All right. And commissions again, $40. You guys got to have it in your mind now. I've mentioned it so many times. And Sigma is $100. And how often do we pay commission? It's in your 8 points. You're active. The Sigma pays within about 10 days. DD after accumulates to over $160. Okay. And in terms of machine counts, DD 3 to 1. Okay, it gives you 3 machine counts at the end of the year. In terms of contests or competitions, it's a 3 to 1 ratio. So you count 3 DDs and it becomes 1 machine count. And that's not for your count, but that is for special competitions and things like that. Okay. No 6A educational bonuses for Ukon sales. Why? Because the payout is very tight. So there's not a whole lot of room for wiggle room for taking other monies out and paying. We pay a lot of it to the field, and we pay a lot of it to the farmers, and the company keeps very little. Okay, but it's a good thing. We want to make sure you're healthy, and we want to make sure our neighboring farmers are taken care of. Okay. All right. Now, let's say you want to jump back in. Let's say you expired your Ukon, and you're like, man, Arthur, I want to start it up again. I used to take it. I really liked it. It just life happened. Had to quit taking it. We understand. Now, before, if you wanted to reactivate that old center, man, we would make you pay 2-3 years worth of back pay. And there was no back pay from us. It was just back pay from you guys. Well, when I took over as director, I got that out. I said, you know what? That makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. We want people on turmeric as soon as they can get back on it. We don't need them to pay $2,000-3,000 from past, account that they weren't using and didn't even get paid on. Makes no sense. And won't get paid on, right? So I said, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to cut that off, and they're going to just order a new and start a new Ukon business center. And that's going to take care of the linkage of SP to their machine. Makes sense, right? I'm glad you all understand. Okay. Some of us are looking and taking care of you and making sure that they don't take everything from you. All right. So I hope this is good. I'm going to stop sharing now. Whoa, look at that. We jumped up to 165 people. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Yes. Okay. And it's some of y'all are putting things on that you didn't think I was going to turn on my camera, huh? Listen, if you don't want to be seen, you know what? You could take a Post-it note and just put it over the lens, and look at that. You disappear like magic. You just take it off and you're back on. Okay. So we're going to open up to and put your virtual hands up for questions. Young, no, you're up.
Yes,
Unmute,
thank
please.
you, Mr. Johnson. This is a great informative information. So I just want to make sure you just mentioned like 2 minutes ago. I thought I missed it. So if a Ukon account have been renewed over 2 years, become a permanent ID, and life happened and got inactive, deactivate. So in order to that person to come back to the business, all they have to do is just buy another Ukon to reactivate that ID.
You're not going to be reactivating that old ID. You're starting a new ID. Now, however, okay, listen carefully. So let's say your old ID, right, is a permanent business center. Okay. And you sponsor your new Ukon underneath it, right? Well, what happens if your old Ukon is now a regular business center and you buy a machine or whatever Ukon underneath it? Does that not, what does that do? That makes it SP qualified, right? Any direct sale, right? Now, you don't have to link it to that old Ukon account because you purchased, right? And then you take that new Ukon account and link it back to your machine because that's your first account, right? Makes sense?
Well, yeah, makes sense. But I'm saying that one of my downline have a KA on top and an Ukon underneath, which is protect the KA on top. And then he did realize that his Ukon, the credit card expired. He didn't pay attention. It's got F1 status. So he will ask, do you have to back pay? You didn't say you have to back pay, but how do we get that ID back to business because that ID have about 60 units already.
Okay, so the original Ukon, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the original Ukon is a permanent business center, correct?
Yes.
Well, just put a new Ukon underneath it, and it will make it an active business center. It won't activate the Ukon, but activate the business center.
Okay, I see you. I see you.
You
And
see?
then just remove the new Ukon to protect that
No, use the
business
new
center.
Ukon to go back and link to your first business center. So now you're going to actually have two activated business centers because of that.
Okay.
Make sense?
It's kind of.
Well, listen, if you're not quite following, you can call me later. Okay. We can talk about it. All right, everyone. Here's the moment of truth. Oh Lord, I know what I do when I do this. It's like opening up a can of worms. I mean, opening up the flood waters. Okay. My direct company cell phone number 424 344. You could guess the next four numbers. Just kidding. 6771. So 424-344-6771.
Okay.
Do not call me. Listen carefully. Do not call me before 10 in the morning, and do not call me after 10 at night. Okay? Because from 10 to 10 is my sacred time. Okay? It is
Thank
sacred
you.
time.
Yeah, thank you, sir. And very informative. Well, one more that you go over. I just want to make sure so my downline can hear. So if I have a K8, if they have a K8, and if as long as their Ukon within a point, they can
Yes.
link up to the machine, right?
Yes.
That
Absolutely.
is new to me. That is new to me. Thank you to open this room. That is new to me.
Well, good. Now it's old to use. Okay. So
Okay. Thank you.
yeah, build a good business. All right.
Yeah.
Rita, it has been a while. How are you doing?
I am so blessed to be here because I just spoke to you about Ukon the other day and was asking when we were going to start up with these things again. So thank you.
You're welcome. So fire away. What's your question?
Yes. So just before my question, I wanted you to precise one thing. What is your time zone? Because 10 at my time is different than 10 for you, and I don't want you getting phone calls before 10. So what is your time zone, Arthur?
Okay. I'm in Dallas, so it's the central time zone.
Awesome. Okay, so my question has to do, of course, with Ukon. This is the issue. One of my downline, they bought Ukon DD. They made two payments, then there was a fraud on their credit card. They completely forgot that third payment didn't go through. I lost 2 sales. They lost 2 sales. They bought 6, I think, sales under the Ukon, and they tried contacting the office to get that resolved. Never got an email back. Now it's almost 6 months after the fact of that final payment. Can she do anything about it? Yeah, I know. It's not ideal.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, I mean, even if we were to reactivate that account, any sales that happen is gone. Okay, there's no grandfathering. Okay, so
it's just the shame of the 6 already. Like, she already had 6 there. She failed to claim 2A on her third sale under the Ukon itself. So her next sale, if she was to put it under that Ukon, which is not permanent yet, because only 2 of the DD transactions went through, she would be 2A on that, and possibly eventually 3A and beyond on top. She didn't lose the points for the top machine, but it is a shame that she's already started building. So that was
okay. Well, I mean, she doesn't lose that. Well,
because it's not permanent.
Okay, so let me tell you what. When I was director, I could easily do this, but there's something that we can ask the ECS. Okay, is if we can pay off the balance of that DD, the last part, okay, and then she would sign up. We want to just solidify that business center.
Right.
Okay. And so, and I think we can do this. All right. And that is we pay it off and then she starts a
The
new
new.
leg underneath that.
Yes, that makes sense to me if they allow for her to pay that final payment. So would we be emailing? Like where would
Yeah.
we?
Listen, why don't you email me?
Okay,
And you know my email address?
I believe so. It's your first name, not your last name at inagic.ca, is it? Or first initial? Well, you tell me. You're going to get hundreds of emails though.
Yeah. No, wow. Well, okay. Unbelievable. Okay.
I'll text you. Yeah, I'll text you. I spoke with you not too long ago.
Okay. You know, I don't email myself too often. Sorry. So I have to grab my own business card. Okay. Can you all read that? No? Wow, that's terrible.
Oh, it's because of blur screen.
Huh. Magic. Okay. It's Arthur, Arthur. So like the king.
Yes,
Okay.
but like my father, God rest his soul, Arthur.
Yeah. Oh, God bless his soul. .j. Okay. Listen, everyone, at enagic.com. Okay. The correct pronunciation is enagic, not enagic. Okay. I get tired of having to re-educate everyone, but it's enagic. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Arthur. You've answered my question. It was the only one I had.
Yeah. Wow. You know, and I'm doing this from the bottom of my heart because I'm such a nice guy. All right. Moving on. So, what's it? Shore? I hope I pronounced your name right.
Yes, exactly. Yes, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello, Mr. Arthur.
How can we help you?
I'm doing awesome. Thank you
Okay.
so
I'm
much.
sorry.
Love
You're breaking
the new plan. Can you hear me now?
up. Yes, much better. Thank you.
Okay. So I wanted to thank you for the new plan. I had no idea either. And it's a brilliant plan for people to kind of get reactivated in a way, you know?
Oh, you're welcome.
So
Yes.
yes. So that's fantastic. I was wondering, is there a way that we could have the PowerPoint?
You have the what? The PowerPoint? I'm sorry, you're breaking up again. Sure, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Did you?
So maybe I'll just email you or text you. The
There you
PowerPoint?
go. Thank you. That'll work.
Okay, the PowerPoint. If you
Yeah.
could have
Okay. PowerPoint. Yeah, I can get you. What we're going to do is we're going to update it. You know, take care of some of the corrections and
That'd be great.
email me. I'll put you on my list. Or if you mail me your
not Enagic.
thumb drive.
Energy.
Okay. Yeah. So if you mail a thumb drive to me, I'll be glad to download it and download a lot of other information for you.
Oh,
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I wonder how can I Okay, I got to figure that out already.
A thumb drive, easy. Just put in.
I have
Just put it in one of those bubble envelopes and send it to me.
Mail it to you. Mail it to you.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Mail it. Yeah, it's hard to email a thumb drive.
No, yeah, I thought that maybe that's something that I don't know that is new now. Anyway, okay. Technology is, So
Yeah, I agree.
Awesome. So you are in Texas, so we would have to ship it there. And then also, if there is a way that we could have more of these meetings, and if we could find out a little sooner, because I just kind of was really late notice. We have a lot of people on Ukon, and I would love to be able to share it with more people.
Sure, absolutely. Hopefully, we'll have enough time to put it in the back office. So, look at the meetings that's posted in the back office.
Right.
Okay, and you should be in there. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you for everything you do.
Later.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. All right. So, Lori Bolton, unmute yourself. You're on.
Oh, there we go. There, how's that? My
Lori?
question is, I'm not sure if you can answer it. I'm in Canada and we're still not able to get the Ukon capsules back. Is there a designated date that's
Right.
going to happen?
No.
Sorry, do you mind if I interrupt? Because we do have a program. We do have the program, Arthur. We were emailed about the, what's it called? The proxy. So, Laurie, if you want to give me your email, I can pass you off the email that I got from Enagic Canada.
Okay, so your name was Rita?
Correct, Rita Nevis.
Okay, I'll look you up.
Awesome.
Okay, thank you.
There is a way. We just have to pay a little extra. It comes from the States and it'll come to us. It's a little bit of a process, but that's our workaround for now. Sorry about that, Arthur.
Okay, I have enough tea and soap now.
Is that allowable? Sorry to interrupt because I'm in Canada too. So, is that any reason you guys think why the Ukon not allowed to go to Canada? So, if we transport by ourselves, is that allowed for customer use?
I didn't get the question. I'm sorry. About customer use?
I want to ask, do you know, if because I know, they say in Canada they don't send in to Canada anymore, and
they will, but not directly. So basically, what the program is, when you send your Ukon application, and if you want the pills, you have to put down that it's the proxy program. And so what we have to do is when it comes to our door, we have to pay the customs, the tariff that comes with it, and we have to pay an extra possibly $70 for shipping. So Enagic will send it to someone in the United States who will then send it to us. So it'll be a little more money, and you have to request it prior to your renewal. So if you're on Ukon DD, or Ukon, sorry, Arthur, for bastardizing that. So Ukon DD, before your next renewal, you just email the office and let them know. But if you want, okay, I know I'm probably going to get hundreds of emails. My email, real quick, Rita.Nevis, my first name, my last name, at Rogers, ROGERS.com. And I can flip you the email that I got from the office, from the Toronto or Vancouver/Toronto office. It'll give you all the details there.
Thank you.
Sorry, Arthur. Okay, you're welcome.
And folks, sorry I kind of disappeared. My my hardware decided to give me a nowhere. Okay, but I'm back. Moving on to the next question. Who do I need to ask? Mendy? Oh, Mendy.
Yes.
Mendy, how are you?
How are you, Arthur?
Okay.
Thank you so much for these amazing calls, by the way. I have a quick question for you. It's on regards to the suggestion that you had earlier on, instead of getting somebody to start off with, say, K8, then Ukon.
Yes.
So my question is, if we get them to start with Ukon, and then machine, obviously money-wise, it makes more sense. But will you still get the SB protection from the Ukon?
Of course. Yeah, it doesn't matter whether you put the Ukon first or the machine first or Ukon. It doesn't matter. As long as you signify and designate to when you're signing up that you want to link which Ukon with which machine.
Totally makes sense.
Then you can start putting the cells.
Right? And then you can start putting the cells underneath the K8, and the K8
Absolutely.
During the whole year, it will be SP qualified, right?
Well, it's still SP qualified because the Ukon is linked to it.
Ah, okay. Because now there's the thing where we can link it to any
Yes.
account. Okay, makes sense.
Right?
All right, Arthur. Thank you so much, man.
Great, man. Go out and sell 1,000,000. Thanks.
Yes, let's go.
Okay. Ciao. Ciao. Bye here.
Hello.
Hi.
Actually, yeah. I have a question for you. Just a quick question.
Sure.
For example, if someone not active with Ukon, like he doesn't get any SP from any commission from the downline, but the downline is still active. So what happened with the 2 points that usually this person get the company take over, or it's roll up? It's roll up.
Are you talking about Ukon?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ukon actually rolls up to the next within 8 points. It'll keep rolling up. So let's say 5 positions underneath you, no one orders Ukon until number 6, and they order Ukon. Well, those points roll up to you. Okay. And then if the guy above you isn't on Ukon, it keeps rolling up to the next person.
And how about the machine commission?
Machine black hole. Okay, machine commissions only roll up in the consecutive 8 points. Okay, so if people are inactive and they got sales underneath them, wow, too bad. Especially if they don't have Ukon. If they have Ukon, then at least they'll capture the machine commission. Because Ukon, everything pays Ukon. Okay. You can have an active machine account. There's 100 Ukons underneath it. You won't see a dime. But you could have only an Ukon account. Okay. Let's say you don't have a machine, but only Ukon account. You got 50 machine sales underneath it. You'll get paid for every 50 machines as long as they're within your 8 points. So, folks, I'd rather have an Ukon business, or at least keep it active. Okay, especially if you got a working downline. Okay. Does that make sense, Chow?
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Now, let's see. Chalet, did you have a question? You have to unmute yourself.
Hello. Yes, thank you. I did have a question. I just saw this, like the other lady mentioned, and I missed majority of it. And I'm hoping that is there a replay that I can have access to see this? Because I hear that there's changes with the Ukon, and I'm an active Ukon Sigma. Distributor, yeah. So.
Yeah, website. Okay. Well, first of all, go to the energic.com, okay, and go to the distributor section. And we have downloaded quite a few training videos and things like that. So check that out. Okay. Number 2, if you have never seen the YouTube Kangen twins, Kangen, not Cajun, but Kangen, Kangen twins, watch it. We've downloaded actually a dozen plus training videos, Ukon being one of them. Okay. Definitely subscribe to it. And as a matter of fact, I'll be downloading one of our newest videos soon. And it's about approaching cold market. It's kind of humorous, but check it out, right? Can't hurt.
Right.
So, yes.
Just more specifically, I just caught the end part of there's some changes, something new. So I'm familiar with Ukon. I've been, so I just wanted to know what the updates were, if there's any changes. That was what I was more directing my question about that.
Yeah.
So I could find
your basic update is the fact that SP is only going to be good for a year instead of 2 years. Okay, so once you link something to your Ukon, it will keep it SP active for 1 year. Okay.
Got it. Okay, that was the major change. Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. Okay, and then Let's see, Hyacinth, how are you?
Good. How are you, Arthur?
Okay. How can I help you? How can we help you?
I just have a quick question about because I don't have a K8. I only have a Nespa.
That's fine.
And would I still get a 100% commission even though I haven't have a downline if I get a Ukon DD?
Okay. Okay. Well, and an Espa we consider it as a machine, even though it's not really a machine. But it is considered a machine. It is a business center, and if you order Ukon underneath it, you will get paid your commission.
Oh, even though I already passed I'm already like 8 months already in the business,
It doesn't
and I
matter.
haven't. I don't mind.
Yeah,
Okay.
Hyacinth, you could be 8 years in the business and put in an order, and we will pay you.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, thank you so much for answering my question.
You're welcome. Okay, this is going to be my last one, unfortunately. Gloria Lim, how are you? And unmute yourself, please.
Yes,
Go
hi.
ahead, Gloria.
I have thanks for giving me a chance to ask. So I was wondering why I saw in the internet
Why what?
their Ukon is the same as I saw in the internet. Their Ukon is the same as our Ukon, but they're selling it for $38 per box. How it happened that way?
Okay, Gloria, I'm
You hear me?
sorry. You're breaking up a little bit.
Arthur, I have a question. We just saw it in the internet that they're selling Ukon is like some are $28, $29. Are this fake or they were in the business also with different store, or they're selling in the Amazon and Walmart?
Okay. So, all right. So you're saying that you've seen on the internet about some people down pricing their Ukon or they're flooding the market with it. You know, we are checking into that. We have our compliance department. As a matter of fact, well, we got things we're working on. I can't tell everyone because the guilty party could be listening right now. We hope there's someone guilty listening. But yeah, we've got some things in plan that we're trying to stop this from happening. Okay. Now, you know, one thing, when people buy products like that, it could be expired. You know, they might have switched out boxes and, you know, are selling expired goods. They can't return anything. And they don't get the business opportunity. There's just a lot going against them. Okay. They're better off just going next door and knocking on their neighbors. Hey guys, you know, I've got all these Ukons. Do you want to buy some at a discount? Fine. You know, put it online and advertise. We find you, we're going to shut you down.
That is good. Yeah.
Okay. And if you have information on them, please share it with us.
Yeah.
Okay. I love blowing the whistle on people.
Yeah, because I thought they're authorized by Inajec.
Oh, no.
So that's what I was wondering. I thought it's a fake one.
Yeah,
they're just putting the name there that it's Ukon, but you know, so it's just really, that's why some people we're trying to convince them that don't buy that because I think it's already expired or something like that, you know. So it's like,
yeah, again, no one's authorized to do that, not with us. And if you ever find out who, please call me or email me. You got my information. And like I said, we will go after them. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, folks, you know, I wish I could make this a 2-3 hour program. Unfortunately, I do have other Zoom meetings to attend to, but thank you for coming out. I hope you learned something. And if you have not learned enough, you know, you can call me. Remember, my golden hours 10 to 10. and email me 24/7. I won't answer 24/7, and I will try to do my best to answer your questions. Well, listen, again, thank you. And if you really liked your training and think it's going to it's good for you in the future and other people, let me know. Okay. And we'll keep doing it monthly. All right. But let me know. I saw 150 people jump on this. So I need at least 75 people to send me a quick email saying, love it, like it, keep on, or something like that. And I'll keep doing this for you guys. Okay. So thank you. God bless you all. Have a 9.5 rest of this week, and keep up the good work. Have a good one. Bye.